All right. Hi everyone. Good morning. My name is Lauren Friedman, and I head up social business enablement at Adobe. I know that's a big word, so what it really means is infusing social media into every aspect of the way that Adobe does business, not just sitting in the marketing department. You can find me on Twitter at Lauren_Hannah. So today we're going to talk about finding your Facebook voice. And to preface that, I have always been a writer. So ever since the fifth grade, my fifth grade teacher told me that no matter what I had to do in life, I had to write. And so I did. I wrote journals, I wrote in poems, and of course, when I started on the internet, I got really into Facebook. Facebook really as a way to share my story, further write, maybe a little bit shorter pieces. And then, of course, when Twitter came out, hopped on Twitter, was very, very excited for Twitter as just a way to really amplify my message and share my stories in 140 characters, of course. Started a personal blog called The Offbeat Report. Write about everything, lifestyle, from travel to relationships to work. And throughout my career, I have had the opportunity to work with many, many big brands on developing their social voices. So really transitioning from kind of general written print writing to helping these brands figure out who they want to be on social media, how they want to be represented, how they want to be perceived, and help them through that whole content creation and finding your voice process. Getting the right audience, that's the tough question, right? So there are several ways that you can really reach your specific audience, and what I'm most excited about is the new Facebook targeting and custom audiences that rolled out. So you can use your own contact list, whether it's email subscriptions on your website, whether it's an email list that you've already curated, and you can retarget your website visitors. You can add that list of email addresses into Facebook and target your customers. Another cool thing with the custom audiences is that you can create lookalike audiences. So if you have a list of all of your email addresses of some of your customers, you can create a new audience that looks just like that other audience. So you can kind of stretch your audience and the people that you can target. You can reach mobile app users on desktop and vice versa, and then you can retarget your Facebook users based on search history, so what they're searching for and what they're really, really interested in. So Facebook is coming out with great ways for you to really hone in and target your very specific audience with the content that you have.
I am Kevin Dando. I'm the Senior Director of Digital Marketing Communications at PBS, the people who bring you Sesame Street and Downton Abbey and Sherlock. And I oversee social media for everything that PBS does, but work with all the local PBS stations that you know and hopefully love, and all the shows as well, too. So I want to talk to you pretty tactically about some of the things that we've learned dealing with our Facebook fans and kind of moving ahead on that. So just by way of example, just a little bit of background about us. We have a full-time social media staff of 2. There's myself and there's one other person who deals with social media, just to give you a little context, because I know there's a broad array of people in this room with regard to your social media staffing. We oversee accounts, social media accounts that have about 8 million fans and followers, and so on. But we work with shows and stations that have more than 22 million fans and followers. There are quite a lot of PBS staff. We are not siloed. The social media function in PBS is across departments. And that's a decision that we made early on, and we have really been happy with that. That's borne out really good results for us. Also, kind of underscoring something that Lauren said, use Facebook advertising. Don't boost posts. Do not boost posts. That's the kind of the most basic way of doing Facebook advertising. Use the Facebook Power Editor. If you're doing boosting posts, you're doing it wrong. Use the Power Editor. It's much more precise, and you can get at a lot more different kinds of audiences. You should put the ads in the newsfeed. Don't ever put ads on the right rail. Facebook ads, again, going back to what Lauren was saying, you can target certain devices. If you want to target people who are just on iOS devices or just Android or iOS 6 and above, you can do ads that just are seen by those people. You can target incredibly precise audiences. Sometimes we want to target parents of kids who are 4 years old. We can do that with Facebook advertising. And you can target interests, obviously. So anyone who has any kind of interest, you can go after those people. You can target followers of your page, or you can say, I want to target people who are not followers of our page to try to get them to be followers. So that's the kind of thing you really want to be doing.